Hello, everybody. Welcome to the blog, Trust and Walk. How you doing, Benny?
Hello. Shalom lecha. Shalom, shalom.
Oh, shalom. How's it going over there in Jerusalem?
It's a messy thing, but I don't know. We are in a crucial phase of this war, and we shall see in the next days if it's coming to an end or if it's going to be worse. But we are still here, praying, hoping,
Trying to be.
waiting for good things to happen.
And what is about to happen in our church here?
Yes, in our church, in our world, we are going to enter the Lenten season. Purple.
Purple, yeah. So they came so quick, no? Too quick to get to
Yes,
Christmas.
yes. I mean, 6 weeks of ordinary time, and we are again in a special season. Yeah. Are you ready?
I am willing
Yeah, I'm not ready, but don't always need to be ready. Just
to show up.
yeah.
So maybe we can. So as we do, so we did this for Advent. We'll make a little video for Lent, just to I don't know, greet the people who are reading and offer something, some sort of insight to help maybe those who are watching, those who are reading, a little bit of insight into what we're thinking about doing, maybe some reflection on Lent, just an
Mhm.
opportunity for us to share what we've kind of been going through. And sometimes people can relate with things that we're going through. Other times maybe not, but at least we can share a little bit of our journey and our entering into Lent and all of this. So I don't know if you want to where you are now in 2024, entering
Mhm.
entering into this Lent. What are you kind of hoping for, or what are you thinking about, or what is kind of your mindset as you approach and kind of start this preparation for Easter?
Mm. Yeah. First of all, I noticed this year. I hear, especially among the youth, there's a strong need for direction. I mean, people really want to be guided and ask how to do it properly because we maybe in our generation, the two of us, we have grown in a church where there was little direction about practical things, because it's like, do it your way, the way that fits you. But the old school, I mean, they used to give very, very clear indications. This is forbidden, this is allowed, you should do that, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. And it went lost for a little while, and now it's coming back. It's very strong, especially in some like traditional circles and this traditional renewal in the Catholic Church. So I think it is appropriate to just to know what the church is offering us, is expecting us to do, and then to do it in a very simple way. I think that there are the three traditional pillars of Lent. Want to say what they are?
Prayer, fasting, and almsgiving.
Yeah, prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. We learn them directly from Jesus. It's in the Gospel of according to Matthew, and we're going to hear it on Ash Wednesday. It's very clear and it's very simple. We have to pray more, fast more, and give alms more. Now, when we interpret it too much, we may lose the core. So I would say to myself, I would just try to do it literally. Fast meaning fasting, giving alms, actually giving alms, because I don't know how much modern believers really do take from their pocket money and give to someone else. Because I think that the more we develop a thinking, a reasoning about things, then the more we are at risk of losing the heart of things. And prayer, prayer is prayer. So I don't know. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think the same. I think for me, just going into Lent is really okay, simplify and to just, do what I'm supposed to do and just I mean, really remember that it's about okay, conversion of my own heart. But the only way that my heart gets converted, it's not something that I can force. It's not something that I convert my heart, no, but it's these things are supposed to help us to simplify and to be in relationship with Jesus. And it's grace that is transforming. So I think just, continued with this idea of even just the name of our blog, like really trying to do that, just really trying to trust, to surrender, and to walk. So just do what I'm supposed to do every day. And so in Lent, the church does give us, okay, what we're supposed to do and the days that we're supposed to fast, and really trying to, for me, fasting would be, okay, fasting from food, I'll do what I'm supposed to do. But for me, more fasting from just really distraction in general, whether that be from my phone or whether it be from sometimes even relationships that are good can distract me from maybe some times of prayer or getting what I'm supposed to be done with work, or sometimes work itself can be a distraction, or sometimes I live in a community and sometimes I'm not doing a very good job of just being present with my community because there's so much work that I need to do. So okay, maybe I have to fast a little bit from work this Lent and be more present with my community, and then hopefully that will help me to, okay, to be transformed to the relationships and spending more time in prayer. I think I do need some more, yeah, a little bit more silent time. So just recognizing that, yeah, the church gives us these things to do, but everything is meant for, I mean, the wisdom of the church for thousands of years, right, is giving us things so that we can enter in more fully into our relationship with Jesus, and be transformed that way. And
Mm-hmm.
I think in the prayer, the preface for Eucharistic prayer too, like manifest the resurrection. I heard it this morning, and just like this idea of it becomes part of us. We show forth the living Christ in the way we live, and I think that's our preparation for Easter needs to lead us there.
Hmm. Yeah, I like very much the word relationship because I think that this is going to be my focus this year. I realized that um, there is this risk of making of Lent kind of self-help, or where I'm really focused on improving myself, just like we are saying, to force my heart to convert until Easter. I even have a deadline. I have to be converted until Easter. And I would like to switch focus this year and to see more how I relate to others. So relationships and interaction with other people. I also live with people around me, and I don't know if I invest as much as I could in these relationships, and and also material help. So I will try maybe to have a box where I can drop some money every week, and then after Easter to donate this money to uh, individuals or to institutions, or whatever, because it's important for me as well to detach from money. Um, so this is something that I was thinking about, and relationships and interaction. This is important. I think that this is the whole goal actually, because it is there is the battlefield where you realize if you are being converted or not. Because you can feel really very close to God when you pray, but then if your relationships are a total mess, then probably you're not that converted yet. Huh?
Yeah, and I think also for the scriptures, really during Lent, you have, I mean, you could just do the readings of the day or just follow the scripture for church offers in the liturgy is a beautiful way to, to enter in and to really meet Jesus through scripture. But I think for me, the Psalm 23 has really come up in prayer and in different situations. And it's kind of a confusing why, multiple people have said it to me. It's just like different things that have happened. Psalm 23 has come up. So I think I will take Psalm 23 as kind of my Lenten scripture, to kind of write it down and to pray with it at different times throughout the day, and just kind of, just think about it and what that means for me. Who God is in that psalm, who I am in that psalm, how the relationship is there, and what He is giving me, what I'm willing to give up. Um, all of these things I think are present there, and in a really gentle but challenging way. I think that's for me. God is somebody who is, our God is really, really gentle, really loving, really patient, but at the same time also challenging and encouraging, and doesn't want us to leave and just stay where we are, but he's constantly trying to lead us somewhere more beautiful, somewhere more we become more and more who we were created to be. So yeah, I'll
Mm.
take Psalm 23, I think, for my Lenten scripture.
It's really not bad to enter the wilderness of Lent with a good shepherd who
Yeah.
takes care of us and gives us food and drink and clothing, just like the people of Israel during 40 years in the wilderness. The good shepherd was providing. So
Man, yeah, what is your being in Jerusalem? What is your relationship with the desert? How has your experience been? Any insights that you've experienced? Are you a
with the
desert man or
physical desert, I don't have a good relationship. It's not a kind of landscape that a landscape that helps me connect with God. Because desert here is not the one we imagine. It's not a sandy desert like a beautiful, like in the Sahara in Africa. No, it's a stony desert. It's quite hard, and really there's no vegetation. There's no greenery. Yeah, so it's tough. I don't like going to the desert. People come from all over the world to be here and to experience the desert of the Holy Land. Um, I don't know. I need a more pastoral setting to connect. For me, hills, trees, flowers, that one really helps me more. That's why I get always depressed when Lent comes because it's really pushes me into this desert where I don't want to go to. So yeah.
good? And any maybe words of encouragement or words of yeah, words of wisdom. I don't know, wisdom, encouragement, experience that you share. Maybe for those who are listening, those who are
Those who are listening, the only thing I would like to say, um, is always not to have many expectations about this Lent, because maybe God will do with you or give you what you need another time. So it's not that, no, this is Lent. Now I'm listening. God, now you have to speak. God is free. God knows if we are ready or not, if we can really pay attention to what he's going to say. So to take it really with simplicity. It's a tool, it's an opportunity. So let's keep it simple and let's let God be God. He's in charge. I think that for us it is best to adopt the passive role, but we have to be available. We have to be there. We have to create occasions. And then if anything happens, okay, we will treasure it. If nothing happens, we will keep coming back, and next year will be Lent again, no problem. But I realized that the more I have expectations about anything, and then the more I get deceived. Huh? So let's keep it simple. The liturgical year is like a circular, it keeps coming, like it repeats itself. So yeah.
yeah. Yeah, and I think a lot of times the fruit that is happening, maybe we can't see it, but grace is working, and I think sometimes we won't recognize any kind of change or transformation for many years afterwards. Looking back and saying, okay, these were moments where it was struggling. I didn't feel God, but there's something that there was a beautiful thing that happened there, even though I don't, I didn't recognize, I didn't feel it, I didn't see it right away. I think a lot of times it's recognizing that we're in this long journey. Uh, nobody knows how many years it's going to be on this earth, but it's a patient walk. It's a patient journey. It's a pilgrimage. So it can't be all of everything, all of healing, all of salvation just packed into one moment, and then there's nothing else. No, it's all the hills and the mountains and the valleys and the
Mhm.
deserts, springs and the rivers, and going on this nice, sometimes dangerous pilgrimage.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yesterday I was told a story, a real story, a true story of a guy, very Catholic guy, was on fire, and out of love for God, he stopped going to confession because he was disappointed at himself, and he said, "There's no point in going to confession because I keep sinning and nothing changes in me." So he stopped going and eventually stopped going to church and he stopped going to receive communion and it ended up, you know, without faith, without God. So we have to be extremely careful about our expectations on ourselves. This is really God's work in us. We have to be there. We have to be present at this encounter with Him, but we are not the authors of this change. We are the subjects.
Yeah, and that's why I think for me, suggestion is okay, prepare. I think it's good to have a strategy going into Lent. I think it's good to have a plan to prepare, to think about what you need and what you can do, and things that maybe you need to remove, things that maybe you need to add, whatever, have some sort of strategy for Lent. But at the same time, really being open and not having these expectations and not think if I just do this perfectly. So if I say that I'm going to read scripture every day and I read scripture every day, that means that I'm going to be, you know, totally converted. Things are going to change. Like just no. Be
And 40 days, it's a long time. So we all start off really, and then by the second week, so little by little in all humility. And sometimes also the humiliating experience of failure, it's can trigger conversion. So let us God be God in our lives and it's gonna be okay. Just I think just by the fact that you are watching this video, it means that you have good intentions, you want to love God more, you want to pray more. So these are all good signs and good indications, but it takes a whole life. You know, if we get converted here and now, then what are we going to do for the rest of our lives? We have to keep something for the future.
yeah, so good. So we just want to really, I guess, also take a time to say thank you. We do get some support. We have people who really appreciate that we're sharing, and so we just want to say thank you to those who do support, who do love us, and who do say who read and who yeah. So just really appreciates everybody who watches, who serves, who listens, reads, uh, and thanks Benny for keeping me accountable and for me encouraging me to stay focused and to make sure the blogs are written and the things are
Now, thank you for being my partner in this pilgrimage. It's wonderful to walk together. And we said many times to our readers, but you're actually doing us a favor because you encourage us to read, meditate, and we write first and foremost to ourselves. Then you you are allowed to read it and to share in it, but we need these reflections for our priesthood, for our Christian life, for our spiritual life. So thank you. Trust and walk. Have a good and blessed Lenten season.
the Lent. Yes. God bless everybody. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye.